Out there. This video gonna be about Juneteenth. Whose holiday is it really? It sure ain't no holiday if you're black. Now, so Walmart got cold busted and had to apologize because they wanted to come up with some ice cream flavors. Yeah, they're the same store that used to have Aunt Jemima with the perm. Now it's the Pearl Mills Group. So they had to change. Let me tell you something. Oh, crooked, racist piece of trash Joe Biden think he's slick because he made it Hip Hop Day a year or so ago for Juneteenth. That had which is whitewashed now, just like they do with jazz. You know how they done it. They done whitewashed everything that black folks created, country, blues, etc. in the music. Well, they try to think that they're gonna we're gonna romanticize this. No, you wanna know how you do it? You come up with reparations. You come up with anti-discrimination bills that protect black people like you protect Asians and everybody else. You don't create flavored ice cream, flavored water, hot dogs, and don't get any watermelon ideas. But you know that that's where it's par for the course. We think that if we romanticize something, that we can whitewash it, that we can own it. Well, see, if Walmart really wants to make a step with something, they need to step up their game with their janky, generic black section for hair care products. A lot of you know what I'm talking about of a certain time. If you ever gone there looking for hair care products, Afro Pig, just anything. You know, they're not exactly the most exclusive. They're not exactly the most been on point with most of the stuff. So, but they're not alone. Juneteenth is a bad joke. It's not an African American holiday or time. It's not a real federal holiday unless you're getting paid. If you know African American descent people, they should be getting a check in the mail for it. Not some tokenism. Not just something that you just do the kumbaya and say that you feel good when you have clearly benefited for 400 to 500 years of free labor, reparations. Okay? Let's talk about an anti-bill. Let's talk about United States, where you go to the bank and you're black, you can get you a loan. Let's talk about going to a plush place and you don't get watched and hounded. Let's talk about that you're driving a nice car. You ain't being racially profiled. Let's talk about the real, not some generic pseudo that they're doing. It's a bunch of jive junk. And it is embarrassing. It really is. So, if you really want to celebrate, kick some checks in. If you really want to celebrate, come on with an anti-bill that protects black folks against racial profiling, racist cops, discriminatory practices of these stores that are all institutionalized systematic racism. Teach black real history in classrooms, not no 28 days for 1 month. That's if you're born and bred here. Also, stop trying to lock up black folks all the time with double jeopardy with crimes and drugs, etc. Stop having ghettos and hoods and projects. Put some black folks in your real neighborhood. Diversify your portfolio of life. Because this sin and this legalized genocide that they do, a higher power is watching. And believe me, they always say the meek shall inherit the earth. Because I'm going to tell you, the greedy have gotten away with it far too long. And Juneteenth is a token of a joke. And it's not even a fool. It's an embarrassment. It's an indictment of white privilege. That they think they could get away with this with something that is institutionalized racist as a Walmart store, which is same place that carries rifles. Good old boys, NRA. Middle America. Yeah, Duke Dynasty. I can go on about Walmart's racist history and discriminatory practices and profiles, etc. And I can tie it all in because you ain't free if you can't profit and see the balance. And that's what America does with 3Ks. That's why they're joking the disasters they are now. Because until they wake up and stop breathing in their own eternal and wearing their rose-colored glasses, they're going to always miss the boat purposely. This is always done on purpose. They know good and well that black folks are long overdue. That's my thoughts and my takes about Juneteenth and the embarrassment of Walmart and the embarrassment of America with 3Ks and how they downplay the African American experience, and it's long overdue. Beyond reparations, and don't vote for none of these dead weights. Stop voting and stop supporting the racist industry and entertainment because they're just creating fool's gold. They're not inclusive. Please hit like, subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments, and I will respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And you got to command more, not just taking token gestures. And that ain't even a token gesture. That's an embarrassment. I'm out.